Live from Fenway Park, NESN presents Boston Red Sox baseball. Tonight, the Red Sox take on the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. The rubber game of this three-game series, and Tim Wakefield returns for the Red Sox.
Well, this would be a great accomplishment, Don, if the Red Sox can take 2 out of 3 from a very good ball club, the St. Louis Cardinals. And, of course, one thing to look for from Wakefield tonight, he did get hit in the ankle the last time, and that is his push-off ankle, the right ankle. He says it doesn't bother him, but we'll find out about that probably early in this ball game tonight.
He goes up against Garrett Stevenson. We have the first pitch from Fenway after this. Louis Cardinals starting 9. Miguel Cairo leads it off at second base. Orlando Palmeiro in center field. Albert Pujols at first base. Jim Edmonds, the DH again tonight. Scott Rowland at third base. Edgar Renteria at shortstop. Eduardo Perez in left field. Mike Matheny, the Golden Glove catcher. And Kerry Robinson out in right field, bats 9th.
The defense tonight for the Red Sox, they'll have Bill Miller at third base, Nomar at shortstop, Todd Walker at second, and Kevin Millar at first. Left to right, Jeremy Giambi, Johnny Damon, and Trot Nixon. Doug Mirabelli behind the plate, and on the mound, Tim Wakefield. Wakefield with the record of 5-2. If he wins tonight, that'll give him 6. That'll tie him with Derek Lowe for the most wins out of Red Sox starting pitchers, the most wins on the team. Of course, last time out, Wakefield against Milwaukee got hit in that right ankle as he was hitting in interleague play and had to come out of the game after 2 innings. But he told me 2 days ago that it should be absolutely no problem for him. Now, if he was a power pitcher, that might be a different story.
The umpiring crew has Joe Brinkman, the veteran umpire behind the plate. Darrell Cousins at first, Mike DeMuro at second, and Andy Fletcher at third.
Let's take a look at tonight's game notes, brought to you by New England Toyota dealers. The Red Sox, 19 hits last night. That is a season high. 332 average and 62 runs in 8 interleague games this season. Red Sox doing much better in interleague baseball this year. And Garrett Stevenson has his struggles this year, and in particular on the road. 0-3 with an ERA up near 6.
Above, Miguel Cairo checks in at .252.
He had broke that thing.
Strikes out Cairo to begin his evening. He gets the start in center field tonight. Jim Edmonds still having some problems with his hamstring, so Edmonds for the second straight night will be used as the DH for the Cardinals. Palmeiro quickly in the hole, nothing in 2. Lined into right center field for a base hit. So the first base runner of the night for the Cardinals is Orlando Palmeiro.
A load of them. The Red Sox tours over the last couple of days have been the largest they've ever had, and it's basically St. Louis fans who have been taking the tour of Fenway Park.
He begins the night with the Major League's best batting average at .391. He's 5th in home runs. And swings away, lifting it to center field. Damon started in, now has to go back a step or 2. And handles out number 2. Here's Jim Edmonds at .312. 15 homers and 38 runs batted in. On the ground, ranging is Walker, diving, stands up, throws him out. Nicely done as Walker lays it out at second base. The plate, Johnny Damon to lead it off. Todd Walker at second base. Garcia Parra at short. Ramirez the DH tonight. Millar at first. Nixon in right. Miller at third. Giambi in left. Mirabelli does the catching. And Garrett Anderson on the mound tonight for the Cardinals.
3-5 on the season. This will be start number 13. He has got less runs per start than any other Cardinal pitcher, so his numbers could be better. He's only getting just slightly over 4 runs per game.
Tonight marks his 90th career start. In the air to center field. Palmeiro over and under, and there's one down.
The defense tonight for the Cardinals, Scott Rowland will be at third base. Edgar Renteria, the shortstop. Miguel Cairo at second, and Albert Pujols at first. Left to right, Eduardo Perez, Orlando Palmeiro, and Kerry Robinson. Mike Matheny back behind the plate. 3 Gold Glove winners in the lineup tonight. Renteria, Rowland, Matheny. And, of course, one is a DH tonight. And another one on the disabled list, Jose Vidro.
In the air to left, off the bat of Todd Walker. Back goes Perez, front of the wall, and that'll grab some wall. The ricochet by Perez, and Walker will round second base. A 1-out wall ball double.
One thing about this year's edition of the Boston Red Sox, they have left-handers who take advantage of the left field wall here at Fenway. Walker, Giambi can go the other way. David Ortiz can do the same thing. That ball right on top of the scoreboard gets by Perez, and the easy double for Todd Walker.
Here's Nomar, 326, 10 homers and 44 runs batted in. Garciaparra checks into the top 10 now. He's 10th in the American League in batting with his 326 batting average. And second in hits, just 2 behind Ichiro. Nomar sends it on the ground to Renteria. He has time and makes a good throw to get Nomar. 2 down. And he at 325 as he rides a 10-game hitting streak. They say don't give him anything to hit. They mean business, as Matheny has been setting up way out and does again. So a 4-pitch walk won't go down as an intentional walk, but probably should. Millar up over 300 at 302. 10 homers and 44 runs batted in. Over the last 13 games, he's banged in 20 runs. Ball 4 to Millar. Back-to-back walks from Garrett Stevenson to load the bases with 2 down. There's 13 hits so far in the month of June. 9 of those 13 hits have been for extra bases. All right, Stevenson's had. The Cardinals are just 1-6. Strikes out Nixon in a clutch situation here in the bottom of the first. Red Sox leave them loaded. Those score at the end of 1. They won at 304, 12 homers and 51 runs batted in 9 games. And they come in the overall leader in batting average in the NL. Lined and caught by Nomar in the air for out number 1.
By Scott Rowland. Watch Nomar. There's a late reaction, and then he goes into the dive to make the catch. I'm not quite sure he saw that ball immediately off the bat of Scott Rowland.
2001 against the Cleveland Indians, a 14-2 loss. This is a one hopper to third. Bill Miller handles it. The good throw, and there's 2 down. It's a 317, 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. Nobody on. Tim Wakefield has 1 strikeout tonight. He's ready with the payoff pitch. And he'll miss. The first walk of the night for Tim Wakefield. Edmonds, when he was a member of the Angels at one point, was not one of the more popular guys in the clubhouse at times. Was a little bit outspoken, and when he left Anaheim, there were some that were glad to see him go in some instances, but he's always been a terrific player and really done very well with the Cardinals. Matheny strikes out to end the inning. Second strikeout for Wakefield. Inning and a half done, no score.
Is a huge St. Louis Blues fan, and he was hoping to get a chance to meet him.
Really? This is knocked down at second base. Bill Miller able to beat it out. Yeah, that is Joel Quenneville, the head coach of the St. Louis Blues, who has done a terrific job with the Blues over the last few years and did coach the Springfield Indians in Springfield. He has a home here, I understand, during the offseason. Spends 2-1 to Giambi. Softly hit towards Cairo. He can atone for the error as he begins the double play. 2 down. Mirabelli, who has played recently less, it's a 253, 2 homers and 9 runs batted in. This is struck pretty well towards the wall and left, and it's going to kick off the wall quickly to Palmeiro. Mirabelli's still going to try for 2, and he's going to be very out. The ricochet was too hard. He hit it too hard, and he's thrown out at second base.
And the time to try to stretch a single into double to get into scoring position is 2 outs. That's what Mirabelli does. But one has to know one's speed. And I think for a split second, Doug thought he was Kyle Lewis.
Defensively a few times in this series. It's at 186.
Left center field.
1-2 is swung on and missed. He strikes him out. So Wakefield struck out Matheny to end the second. He opens the third with a strikeout of Rob. Here's Miguel Cairo, who has enjoyed his time at Fenway Park.
Lineup.
Line to left and a base hit for Miguel Cairo. Just the second hit of the night for the Cardinals. He's one of 2 Cardinals hits tonight. There goes on the first pitch. Cairo towards second. The throw down is not going to be in time.
13th in the American League would be next to last, but 13th in the National League. There are 16 teams in the National League, and the Mets are number 16 in steals.
And they fired their general manager today, Steve Phillips.
I thought that happened a long time ago.
It's kind of surprising that he lasted as long as he did, as this one is punched at, bunted down the third baseline. Wakefield's going to let it roll, and unfortunately for him, it stays on the grass and a fair ball.
One more look. Watch his back foot. Is that thing behind home plate? If it is, it's out of the batter's box. Here's another look. He should be out.
Wow.
Whether you bunt it fair or foul, if you have 1 foot out of the box, you're out.
Grounded left side. The high hop for Nomar. Trouble getting it out at first. To second for one. On to first, but not in time. And in from third comes Cairo. And the game's first run as the Cardinals lead it 1-0.
A really vulnerable hit to get cleaned out at second base. There's the play by Nomar. He double clutched out of the glove, and right on top of him is that base runner. He knows he's got to get rid of it quick. And you can hear him coming, but you're not quite sure how close they are to you.
Jim Edmonds grounded out to second base the first time. Lines to right. Nixon diving and making the catch. No, he dropped it. Nixon cannot make the catch. And on to third goes Pujols. Nixon gives night in and night out.
Look, any pitcher, if you have outfielders and infielders that are willing to get their uniform dirty and dive, this series.
The 2-2. Got him. Big strikeout for Wakefield to conclude the third. The Cardinals get one and lead it 1-0. His first time up. And has been hitting much better. Very nice night for him last night. He's sitting at .333 last night. Strike 3 to Damon. He disagrees, but he'll walk away with a second strikeout for Stevenson. Walker has one of 2 Boston hits tonight. Sends it to right. Kerry Robinson coming in and makes the catch. Didn't react right away, but is able to recover.
Bases at batting practice today, but no contracts offered yet, as far as we know. Tom Brady, Lori Malloy. How'd it go out there today?
We're still trying to make contact. Forget the contract. It was fun.
Now, you finally jacked one out. You were telling me 4 or 5 swings, but I think we counted a little higher than that.
There were a few more than that. I think probably ended up being in the 30s. But, God, you don't realize how tired you get out there swinging that bat and taking all those hard cuts.
You guys are both drafted. People might not realize that. You're both pretty good baseball players, and you both chose a pretty good bat. The guy who just hit the ball. You got a Nomar bat, right?
Yeah. Nomar's my friend, man, and I see him testing the Green Monster all the time. So obviously, I wanted to, try to take it up to the plate with me, but it didn't work.
Now you went around pesky pole. You just it cuts in pretty good over there on the right side, doesn't it?
Yeah, I kept telling the pitcher to throw me inside so I could turn on one and hit it to the shortest part of the park. So I finally got one out. It took a while, but getting one out and ending on that one was a great time.
So give me the quick scouting report. You tell me how he did.
I think he did pretty good for a quarterback, but like I said, I told him earlier that they moved the right side of the field a little bit in for him. That's what they do for the quarterbacks. So they want their personalities to stay high.
Rebuttal, Tom?
I'd say if I were him, I'm glad I'm a strong safety and not a shortstop. And, if he were on my baseball team, he'd be my pinch runner because he's pretty fast. I'll give him that, but I don't know if he'd be my DH.
All right, guys, enjoy the night.
All right, man.
Guys, back to you.
I thought he was. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Garrett Stevenson. His third K ends the inning. We played 3, 1-0 Cardinals. Grounded out to third base his first time up.
They came back to win today, 6-5 against Houston.
To left, Giambi on the move, won't get there. This one will get through to the track and the wall. Renteria scampering to second base with a leadoff double here in the top of the 4th inning.
Renteria looking to move to second in the league in hitting. He's about 11 points behind Sheffield, who is second behind Pujols. Finds the gap there, and now 1 for 2 on the night. He was 1 for 9 against Wakefield prior to that at bat.
There's Eduardo Perez, who walked his first time, the only walk given up tonight by Tim Wakefield. Making his start here tonight. Chopped right side. Walker with no play at third, so he fires to first to get Perez, and Renteria goes on to third. Down low, gets away from Mirabelli. Renteria is going to try it, and he is in. So one that gets away from Mirabelli, and in from third base comes Renteria with the second St. Louis run, and the Cardinals lead it 2-0. Ball 4 to Matheny. The second walk of the night given up by Tim Wakefield. The former Red Sox fireman Peter Monroe was part of those pitchers last night. This has popped up. The number 9 hitter Kerry Robinson left side. Nomar calling and catching out number 2. Takes a strike anyway.
Steal.
In the air to left field. Giambi headed back. This will take him almost to the track as he pulls it in for the final out. The Cardinals add to their total and lead it 2-0. Millar walked his first time, and at the time it loaded the bases, but Stevenson was able to come back and strike out Trot Nixon. The Reds walks Millar, and the Red Sox have the lead man on for just the second time tonight. Let's check out the game summary so far in this one. As Miguel Cairo is a single and a run, Edgar Renteria double. Albert Pujols with his 54th RBI places him third in the National League. Tim Wakefield 4 innings, so far giving up 2 runs, 1 is earned, and Stevenson so far 3+ shutout innings. Nixon's been hot lately, especially over the last 12 games. Nixon pops this up foul. Perhaps a chance for Matheny, who comes back. He's got a chance, and the catch. We're out number 1. And the question was, who is the only Red Sox to play in the 46 World Series and coach in the 67 World Series, both against the Cardinals? Bobby Doerr, the answer. Jerry had it right. At 409 was 9 for 22 with a home run and 3 RBIs in 1946. And you may wonder what his association was in 67. He was the first base coach for the 67 club, and of course his number retired here at Fenway. And walks Miller on 4 pitches. So the 4th walk of the night given up by Stevenson. The Red Sox have 2 on. And now over the last 13 games, Jeremy has fallen to 2 for 22. Did he go? Yes, he did. In fact, Joe Brinkman rings him up from behind the home plate. Looked like he was going to appeal, and
he did appeal, and the third base umpire said no, he didn't go.
Now they're talking it over down there.
Let's see what Brinkman does here.
Watch Brinkman.
Yeah, he rings him up, and Matheny, who got the call from the third base umpire, said no, he didn't go. Watch this.
I only watched him, and he is out.
Now watch Brinkman. He emphatically makes the call, okay? Now watch the catcher. He's asking for the help, not Brinkman. And Fletcher a little quick to the drawer down at third base to give the he didn't swing sign. So they totally ignore that, and they stay with Brinkman's decision, which they should, because Brinkman has to ask for the help. He didn't.
Well, Doug Mirabelli standing in with 2 outs. 3-1. And that is ball 4. The 3rd walk of the inning surrendered by Garrett Stevenson, and it loads the bases with 2 down.
All right, what an opportunity here with the bases loaded. Corner of the plate.
The 3-2 pitch. Damon swinging and popping it up left side. Renteria is there, and he's got it. The Red Sox leave them loaded for the second time tonight. Cardinals on top 2-0. Infield hits at third. Right back at Wakefield, who catches it in the air. Wow.
Takes that line drive about ankle high. I think if he didn't catch it, it probably hits the same ankle that the pitcher did in Milwaukee.
Fly to center and is grounded out. Chopped down the third baseline, snared by Miller, sets and fires, dug out by Millar on the other side. Great play at both ends of the diamond. Edmonds, the DH tonight, second straight night he's been used in that capacity. On the ground to Walker. Wakefield enjoys the 1-2-3 top of the fifth, halfway through this one, 2-0 Cardinals. To Todd Walker, who doubled in the first inning, lined out sharply to right in the third inning. In the air to left field. Eduardo Perez heading back. This will carry him to the dirt of the track, and he can't make the catch. Looked a little lost on the play leading up to that. As he got spun around, it kicks off him, and Walker stands at second base. Fouled off the right side. Perez charged with a two-base error out there in left field, the second error of the night for the Cardinals. Now, between walks and errors, there was walked a lot tonight. Strikes out Nomar, and there is strikeout number 5.
Garcia Parra coming on the over-the-top changeup. That's been a very good pitch.
I wonder why you wouldn't just intentionally walk him. You think he's going to go after that, maybe? Or?
That's a possibility. You know, instead of just standing there, I mean, LaRusse.
You're in the booth.
Crowd here tonight. I mean, I know it's a sellout, but I mean, it seems like they got him stuffed everywhere in this place tonight.
Pitch, runners off. Millar is swinging away. Grounded to third. Roland looked at second and fires to first. So while Millar is out at first base, at least 2 runners head into scoring position with 2 down.
It could end up being a big play for Grady Little. He sends those runners. He does it almost all the time.
Well, Trot has been productive over the last 11 games. Tonight he's 0 for 2, and he pops this one up. Straddling the line at first is Pujols, now into foul ground. Makes the catch. Little dance at the end, but he takes care of it. The Red Sox strand 2 more. 9 runners left over 5 innings. Red Sox trailing by 2. We understand that you guys are working on another event. This is popped up foul off first. Millar moving over towards the Red Sox dugout. Make the catch for out number 1.
And we're just really excited about it. It's our first event.
That's great. What kind of items do you have to be auctioned off?
We have signed bats, balls. We have each player made their own jacket, blue jean jacket, and it says something about themselves or things that they like. So you get a little bit of their personal interest out.
Off the wall and left. See if we can get a look at that jacket again. I'm sorry, I don't think they saw it the first time, Katie.
This is Brandon Lyons' jacket.
That's what he chose, appropriately enough.
Yes.
Would be. What did your husband choose? Todd Walker.
Well, we're still working on it.
That is a work in progress,
yes.
Apparently. I jumped the gun on you.
Now, let me ask you, is he working on it, or are you working on it?
Well, I'm trying to get him to work on it. He's given me the ideas, but I'm not much of an artist, and he actually really is. So I'm going to try to get him to do this. The team, and it's exciting to be here in a big city and a fun place. We love it.
The 0-1 to Perez at first base. Renteria takes off. The throw down will get through. Renteria will hop up and head to third base and stand there with 1 out in the inning. Another potential run now for the Cardinals just 90 feet away. The 2-2. That one hits him. Had nowhere to go. And Perez will be going to first base, the hit batsman. All be there.
Yes.
That's true.
Hosting events, all kinds.
Well, Katie Walker, we thank you very much for stopping by, and we wish you well. It's very nice to meet you.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you.
Watch
you guys all the time.
Popped up right side. Walker on the move to the outfield grass. Back at first to make the catch. Not nearly deep enough for Renteria to make any kind of trip homeward, and there's 2 down.
This time popping up. See what kind of a bat he puts on here with that first and third situation.
Wakefield's now thrown 92 pitches in his outing. This is grounded to short. Nomar plays the tough hop and fires to first for the final out of the inning. And the Cardinals strand 2. We played 5 1/2, 2-0 St. Louis.
Of prostate cancer research in the world. And we funded 1,100 programs. And up to this year, about $20 million of that funding has come from the Capture Home Run Challenge.
Well, I met Michael a long time ago, and we became very, very good friends. And when I saw what he was trying to do, then I was right there to help him and enjoy being around him.
He's grounded back up the middle. The great Edgar Renteria from the outfield gets him. Wow. That's some kind of shortstop right there, and there's 2 down.
And Tommy goes from ballpark to ballpark, telling the guys how important it is to hit home runs and talk to the pitchers and make sure they've got their good home run pitches going.
But I also like to talk about Mike and the time and effort and money that he puts into this cause. He's had it himself. He knows
cancer in men after skin cancer.
I did a radio show.
This is lifted in the air to left center field, and this will be out number 3.
I did a radio show this past Sunday, and a call in, and the guy called in and said, Tommy, and he broke down and started to cry right on the air.
We pick it up next inning. Okay. Come right back, Tommy. 2-0 Cardinals. We'd like to thank them for stopping by. Good pitcher on for the Red Sox, Alan Embry.
Embry making his 23rd appearance of the season. The record stands at 3-1. His last outing coming Tuesday against the Cardinals, a third of an inning. Had a strikeout in that game.
Miguel Cairo, the top of the Cardinals order to lead it off. Park very lightly, but still raining. On the ground right side. Walker to his left, and he'll throw out Cairo. Millard, a little dance step there at the bag, but he's able to hold on for out number 1.
Brady's family and the whole thing. Wonderful, wonderful.
Rich, let me keep it at 2 runs. This is in the air to left center field. Damon on the run towards the track to pull it in. Sonny gets a great jump and runs it down 2 away. This is 0 for 3. A fly out, 2 ground outs. On the ground by the mound. Charging is Garcia Parra on the move, and he throws out Pujols. It's a 1-2-3 top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time. 2-0 Cardinals. Sox in a row. Down and into Damon, and he strikes out. 6th strikeout for Garrett Stevenson. Walks, but he has done it amazingly. The 0-2 lifted in the air to left. Perez dropped the last one. Has a better look at this one and makes the catch for out number 2. 1 pitches. Down the line in left field. Will it be fair? No. Foul ball. Finds what little foul ground there is down there.
He's mixed in a few more hooks over the last few innings.
Laced to third, but Roland is there to bring it in. Another 1-2-3 inning for Stevenson. We played 7 2-0 St. Louis. King of relief. 2 ground outs and a fly out. Made pretty quick work of the Cardinals in the top of the 7th inning. Back out there for the 8th to face the left-handed hitting Jim Edmonds. The Sox had Timlin still up in the bullpen. Edmonds hits it a ton to right field. That ball is back and gone beyond the Boston bullpen. Jim Edmonds hits his 16th home run of the year. And that lefty-lefty matchup did not fare well for Alan Embry as the Cardinals take a 3-0 lead.
Sox bullpen.
So great a little out to get. Alan Embry here, and a pitching change coming from Fenway Park. With
timeout, Timlin picked up his first save. That was on Saturday against the Brewers. An inning in that game, had a strikeout. Overall, his 27th appearance. Only 2 walks in 35 innings for Timlin.
Roland is 0 for 3, a line out, strikeout, and a foul out. Got in. Mike Timlin strikes out the first man that he faces in Scott Rowland for out number 1. Here's Edgar Renteria, the shortstop, who's 2 for 2 tonight at double. On the ground and through. Well placed right side of the Red Sox infield into right field. And Renteria has his 3rd hit of the night. 4th game tonight. So normally very sure-handed from a defensive standpoint, but two. Runner at first is off. Pitch swung on a miss. Throw down. Not nearly in time. He had a very good jump and steals second base pretty easily.
He's of Renteria, but he attributed to some kind of offensive player too. High batting average, couple of steals now, gives him 11 on the season, gets in a scoring position. The shortstop hadn't been a problem, has it, for the Cardinals for a lot of years?
After some more runs. Eduardo Perez waiting on the 1-1. Chopped to third, and Miller takes it on the half hop, looks the runner back and throws to first. Renteria made one big hop as if he was going to go to third with the throw. He does not. Hangs out at second base. Broken bat grounder back to Timlin. He'll run a little bit, flip, and out at first base is Matheny. But the home run by Edmonds as the Cardinals on top 3-0. Third in the NL. And the Red Sox a miserable 0 for 7 tonight with runners in scoring position. Tim Wakefield 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. 1 was earned. He's on the hook. Garrett Stevenson, after throwing better than 120 pitches, leaves after 7 innings and remarkably holding the great Red Sox offense to 3 hits and no runs despite walking 6. Jim Edmonds goes into left field. He was the DH, so now they'll have to have the pitcher hit, which is not something that is out of the ordinary for the National League St. Louis Cardinals. And here's Jason Isringhausen.
Those are the numbers down on the rehab at Tennessee. A couple of innings, 3 strikeouts, shoulder surgery in the offseason. Put him on the disabled list. The first appearance of the year for Isringhausen. 30 saves a year ago.
1. Manny rifles it into left field for a base hit. The Red Sox have the lead man on. That breaks up the string of 8 in a row. Kevin Millar's walked twice and grounded out. Double play ball to second. Cairo to second for 1 on to first. A double play. And the second double play turn tonight by the St. Louis defense. 81 2/3 innings pitched. Last one he gave up was in 2001. Popped up into shallow left center, falling fast and in for a hit. A 2-out single for Trot Nixon.
Shoulder.
Miller.
And by the time he gets back in that general direction, the ball you see is going to go to his left, and he can't quite make the play. That would have been obvious tonight. Softly loop back at third, and Rowland can't make the catch. It'll be a foul ball. The dive apparently taking place in foul ground, and glancing off his glove for a foul ball. To look at it.
I don't know, Jerry.
Wow. Wow. You know, it's not where he slaps it.
No. That would be fair.
Yeah, I think that's a bad call.
Yeah. On the ground to Cairo at second. He will flip to Renteria to end the inning. We played 8 from Fenway. It's 3-0 Cardinals.
Last coming Sunday in Milwaukee against the Brewers. An inning in that game, 1 hit, a walk, and a couple of strikeouts.
I'm trying to think of some other guys who were 0. I know Al Oliver did. And Paul Carroll reminded me that Junior Ortiz and the Pittsburgh Pirates were 0 as well.
Nothing like good weed.
Strike 3 to Kerry Robinson just in time. The Cardinals with right-handed action in their bullpen.
You know, you wonder when you look at the weed in his mouth. I wonder if it's the same one, like superstitious, or if he's around with him.
Is he harvesting some? This is down the line at third towards the corner. Cairo rounds first, headed for 2. As Giambi digs it out, a 1-out double for Cairo.
Offensive second base tonight for the Cardinals, starting a couple of double plays. See Bill Miller well off the line, and he goes right down in the corner with a 1-out double.
You know, you bring up a very good point. The weed that he has in his mouth is the same looking weed that he had in Fort Myers. So wherever he's getting this weed, you can get it in South Florida, but you also can get it in Boston, apparently. 9 pitches from Almonte so far, and 8 of them have been for strikes. In the air to left, Giambi moving in and over. 2 down. Pujols 0 for 4 tonight. 3 groundouts and the flyout. About that either tonight or tomorrow. A 4-pitch walk to Pujols. And down to first he goes. The 16th of the year. And Mirabelli out to talk to Almonte here to discuss how they will approach Jim Edmonds. The 2-2 to Edmonds. In there for strike 3. So they do 2 on to the Cardinals. We're on to the bottom of the 9th. 3-0 St. Louis. Being up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, no Ks, and to the bullpen again go the Cardinals, and the guy that's been closing the games, Cal Eldred.
8 for 10 in save situations, and save number 8 came right here against the Red Sox on Tuesday. An inning in that game, a hit, no runs, no walks, and a couple of strikeouts. Overall, this is his 23rd appearance.
Be on deck here to bat for Doug Mirabelli, 2nd in the inning. Ball 4. The Red Sox need some base runners. They've got the first one of the inning in Giambi. And Veritek hits for him here in the 9th. 293. I'm sorry.
Is that Sanchez running at first?
The last 21 games, Veritek hitting at .353 as he swings deep and far to right field, down by the pole, around it, and gone. A 2-run home run in the 9th for Veritek, and the Red Sox are back within a run. So essentially, it's like beginning an inning down by a run. And this is a one-hopper backhanded by Pujols. Nice play, and he'll take it alone for out number 1. Now Todd Walker is 1 for 4 tonight. He doubled back in the first inning. One of only 3 hits given up by Garrett Stevenson tonight. Hander up.
Steve Klein, the left-hander. Esteban Yan, the right-hander.
Damon grounded out. The 1-2 to Todd Walker. To center field, in for a base hit. Red Sox have the tying run on with 1 down.
And now a pinch runner for Walker, Damian Jackson.
Five for 13, a home run against Eldred. The 2-1. Jackson's off at first. The pitch, a strike. The throw down is not in time. Jackson steals second base.
With his throw to second, but not quite in time. Jackson picks up his 9th steal of the season. He's done that a lot for the Red Sox. A lot early in the season. Pinch running, pick up a stolen base, and turns it into a...
The 3-2 pitch. Nomar sends it to center field. Palmeiro heading back. Still going. It is up and off the wall. Jackson will come around and score from second base. Nomar still running for third with a triple. And the Red Sox have tied at 3-3.
It does. As he walked the bases loaded, Millar would be next, and then Nixon comes up, and then go to the left-hand to Klein. Or would he elect to pitch to Millar? We'll see.
You've already seen him walk the bases loaded once in this series. So the back-to-back intentional walks to load the bases. He gives way to Steve Klein, the left-hander.
Klein worked in Tuesday night's game, got the win, 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit, had a couple of walks, no strikeouts. He's held lefties to a 156 batting average. And Trot Nixon, of course, facing him here with the infield and outfield in the ninth. Bench to Grady Little is Freddie Sanchez.
The 2-2. Nixon pops it up. Right side. First baseman Pujols into foul ground. And there's two-way. A very big out for Steve Klein, and he gets it. He is 0 for 3 tonight with a walk, and 2 for 9 in his career against Steve Klein. Klein with the 1-2. In the air to right down the line. Robinson moves over and makes the catch. And we're headed for extra frames. But the Red Sox come up with 3 in the bottom of the ninth to tie it at 3. Well, the defensive changes for the Red Sox. Damian Jackson stays in at second base after running for Walker. And Jason Varitek, after his 2-run home run, takes over in behind the dish. The new pitcher for the Red Sox, Brandon Lyon.
27th game for Lyon. The record at 2-3. The third loss coming in Tuesday's game here against the Cardinals. An inning in that game. 3 hits allowed, a couple of earned runs, and did have 2 strikeouts.
0 for 4 in the ball game tonight. He has struck out twice. Makes quick work of Scott Rowland, who strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. He was at a very good night. 3 hits up to bat.
Now remember, they put Edmonds in defensively, so they lost to DH.
Up the middle and into center field. Renteria got down on the count, fouled some off, and gets his 4th hit of the night.
It stayed out over the plate, and Renteria right back up the middle for the base hit.
And the numbers for Drew: 327, 7 homers, and 19 runs batted in. In the air to right field. That ball is back, and that ball is gone. A pinch hit 2-run home run for J.D. Drew. And the Cardinals take the 5-3 lead.
Was aggressive here. First pitch fastball, and very quickly 2 more runs on the board for the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals comes back to strike him out. Route number 2, 2 strikeouts now for Lyon.
Oh, and he's hit his spots. Has been no problem. You see Varitek set up away, fastballs away, picks up the strikeout.
Rounded right side to Damian Jackson. Well, that'll do it. J.D. Drew's 2-run home run as the Cardinals on top 5-3.
Pissarro last worked against the Red Sox, and that was on Tuesday. He picked up a hold in that game, 2/3 of an inning, a hit, gave up a run, 1 walk, and did not have a strikeout. Overall, for Pissarro, this will be his 31st appearance of the season.
Well, Jeremy Giambi got it started last inning with a walk, and he leads it off here in the bottom of the 10th inning. In the air to center field. Orlando Palmeiro moving back. And makes the catch for out number 1. Well, a 2-run home run from Varitek last inning. A pinch hit home run at that. Well, the payoff pitch. Varitek chops it towards the shortstop. Renteria throws him out, 2 down.
Center fielder, number 18, Johnny Damon.
Bunts down the first base line. Pissarro flips with the glove, and it's not in time. Damon beats it out. Pissarro can't believe it. And the Red Sox will have the potential tying run coming to the plate after all.
That ball over the first base out of the glove. Now let's see. No, I think he did beat it.
Just flat beat it.
Yep, he beat it. He got that foot on the bag before Pujols made the catch.
Number 34.
Really, the only chance Facero had was to use the glove like that. And you may remember the extra innings home run that he hit in Anaheim. Damon at first, and there he goes. Ortiz will take the ball. Up to second base goes Damon. They do not care about Johnny Damon. In the air, down the left field line, over goes Edmonds towards the corner. The ball is up the wall. Scoring is Damon, and Ortiz goes into second base. And we play on as the Red Sox are back within a run.
Didn't miss a home run by very much. Opposite field. Power here by Ortiz will scrape the top of the wall.
Your attention, please. Running for Ortiz.
Red Sox trail it by 1, and that gets Garcia Power to the plate.
The tying run in scoring position, and it'll be a pinch runner, Freddie Sanchez. All you want in this situation is a chance, and the Red Sox have that. The 3-2. Nomar sends it into right field, a base hit. Around comes Freddie Sanchez. He will score, and we're tied at 5. The throw gets away, and the potential winning run gets up into scoring position as a result. Nomar able to advance another base. The Red Sox have tied it up again tonight. There is the intentional pass to Ramirez.
Count goes to 2-1, and now puts him on. So Nixon will get another crack.
The winning run again in this series will be standing at third base with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th inning, and it leaves Facero no margin for error here. Any kind of wild pitch and pass ball, and this one's over. With the 2-1 pitch. Nixon chops it right side. Cairo will flip to second, and the Red Sox tie the ball game, but leave the winning run at third. We head to the 11th. And the Red Sox have Brandon Lyon back out there for another inning of relief, and a chance to atone for the 2-run home run, pinch hit home run that he gave up to J.D. Drew. Hopped up. Left side, Nomar takes care of out number 1. And Orlando Palmeiro, who has 2 hits tonight, 2 for 5. To left center field, Giambi heading over on the run to make the catch on the warning track. A long way to go, but Giambi runs it down, 2 away. Here is Pujols, 0 for 4 with the walk. Popped up into right field. Sanchez heading backward, calling everybody off, and makes the catch. Well, the Red Sox average 6.23 runs a game. Miller sends it to left. Edmonds on the run will make the catch. A terrific outfielder who got a great jump and makes the running catch for out number 1. 1 down, Jeremy Giambi. And certainly the Red Sox very familiar with him. The Red Sox. The Red Sox have used 5 pitchers tonight, including Brandon Lyon. Cardinals on their 5th. Did he go? Yes, he did. Brinkman will ring him up himself. A strikeout for Facero, 2 down in the 11th. Veritek pops it up. Second baseman Miguel Cairo on the outfield grass. And it's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 11th, still tied at 5.
What a prize she got.
Here's Ramiro Mendoza.
28th appearance for Mendoza, the second of this series. He worked Tuesday against the Cardinals, inning in a third in that game, a couple of hits, no runs, walked one, and did not have a strikeout.
But he struck out 2, and now Ramiro Mendoza becomes pitcher number 6 tonight for Boston. On the ground, Millar there, and he'll take it alone, 1 down. Ball 4, and Mendoza walks Rolen. He's ahead of him, and he loses him here. Rolen down to first base. On the ground to third. Tough hop up off Miller. Tries to stay with it, but has no play by the time he captures it. He broke to his left after it kicked off him. And Rolen up to second base. 2 on, 1 away.
Looks like he's in a good position to make the play. Now watch the hop. Big up on the shoulder.
21. Tino Martinez.
Not much you can do about that. Tino Martinez coming up the pinch hit for the
2 on, 1 away. Here in the top half of the 12th inning. Just a 171 hitter.
Notifies the official scorer.
The runners are off. Swinging and missing is Delgado, and now the go-ahead run just 90 feet away.
Wow.
Chopped to short. Nomar charging, throwing, and out at the plate. Scott Rolen retired. The infield brought in, and Nomar to the plate to throw him out.
Watch him charge the ball, play it on the hop, and then make the throw at home plate. What a play. I'll tell you what, Garciaparra has set some kind of end to this game, offensively and now defensively. Rolen tries to get him with the hand. He can't do it. And the Red Sox cut down the potential go-ahead run. Out in the count, you've got to be very careful about the possible double steal. You've got speed at third and Renteria. That's where you need it.
Shortens it now. The 0-1. Chopped right side. Sanchez, the youngster, will throw out Matheny to end the inning. And the Red Sox get out of a major jam in the 12th. 5-5. Over the years, Esteban Yan.
Yeah, he's the guy that was down at Tampa Bay for quite some time. This year started at Texas, was involved in a trade for a guy that's familiar to New Englanders, Rick Azadorian. Texas and the Cardinals making that swap. Yan, 7 appearances, a record of 1-0, but the number's not that terrific. Good defensive plays. Pinch hit home runs. Bunch by Johnny Damon to get things going.
The 2-2. Damon chops it right side. Over goes Cairo, who throws out Damon for the first out of the inning. Freddie Sanchez 3 for 7 with the Red Sox this season. Pinch hit double here yesterday. Grounded left side. Renteria takes the hop and throws out Sanchez. 2 down. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 12th.
455 hitter against Yan with 1 home run.
On the 6th St. Louis pitcher tonight. Nomar lines it right to Renteria, and the Red Sox go 1-2-3 in the 12th. Tied at 5.
For the Red Sox, they're wiped out on the bench.
Into left field, a base hit. 0 for 5, Kerry Robinson until now. Leadoff hit here in the top of the 13th inning. The bunt back towards the mound. Mendoza just looks to first and throws him out. So Robinson up into scoring position. Orlando Palmeiro, 2 hits in the ball game tonight, a couple of singles. Second base for Veritek. Chopped right side. Millar has it. He'll take it alone, but with the ground ball to the right side on to third base. And just 90 feet away goes Kerry Robinson. So the intentional walk. 8th inning off Alan Embry.
Will they go after him, or will they walk in and go after Rolen?
that. A 3-run home run for Jim Edmonds, his second home run of the game. And a deflating 3-run home run at that gives the Cardinals an 8-5 lead in the 13th.
Well, there you go. Even though Pujols was having a rough night tonight, they walk him, they go to Edmonds, and Edmonds to the opposite field. Well, you talk about a guy that has a Fenway Park stroke from the left side. My goodness.
Once in the 9th and again in the 10th. Chopped to third. Miller from deep third throws out Rowland to end the inning. Ramirez, Millar, and Nixon expected in the bottom of the 13th. Esteban Yan, who had a 1-2-3 12th inning, back out there for the bottom of the 13th.
More calm. I think the inside's about the same as Lou.
The payoff pitch. Ball 4. There's the 5th walk of the night for Manny Ramirez. Again, 2 intentionally, but a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 13th.
Yeah, how about that? Your 4 and 5 hitters. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yan, who can get wild in a hurry. The count of 1-1. On the ground, a fair ball down the line. Will kick off the boxes. Ramirez will have to stop at second. With the play in front of him, Edmonds gathers it. With the Red Sox with the first 2 on, and again with a chance. As the potential tying run coming to the plate in Nixon. Nixon 1 for 6.
Well, does Miller sacrifice and get the potential tying run to second, or do you let him swing?
A 3-1 to Miller, who swings away, chopped right side to second for 1, on to first, the double play. In from third comes Millar, and it's a 1-run game, but now the bases are empty as a result of the double play.
And it leaves the Red Sox trailing by 1.
And Giambi out after the first pitch. The payoff pitch. Ball 4, and we do continue. Another walk for Yan, the second of the inning. For 3 in the game. Bouncing in, and it skips away from Matheny. Up to second goes Giambi.
Wow.
And the tying run instantly in the scoring position.
Well, La Russa watched Veritek hit that home run to tie the ball game back in the 9th. Damon, with the exception of the bunt in the 10th, has had a difficult night.
1 for 7 in this ball game. A 1-1 to Johnny Damon. In the air down the right field line. On the move comes Robinson over towards the seats to make the catch and finally end this one in 13 innings. The Red Sox leave 2 on in the bottom of the 13th inning. They come up with 2 runs, but it is not enough. The Cardinals hold on and get out of here by the skin of their teeth, winning this one 8-7.
Game, Jim Edmonds home run after the intentional walk to Pujols. Edmonds in the 13th inning with the 3-run home run. And the Cardinals end up winning it by 1. The Foxwoods chance play of the game.
Well, the Red Sox in front of 34,389. Their record now 36-28 as the Cardinals take 2 out of 3. Esteban Yan 2-0 with the win. Ramiro Mendoza falls to 1-3 with the loss.